All right, Adam, are you ready to defend your predictions championship not once, not twice, but 3 times if you retain one of these titles, which you won't, because the champ, if I can get the belt, will be back where it belongs.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, you seem to be trying to push yourself almost as hard as Drew McIntyre learning this Claymore kick. Just you should pump your brakes a little bit.
Yeah, you completely botched the joke. He knocked himself out, dude. You were supposed to say that. Dude, you suck, just like your
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an extra super packed predictions episode. That's right, it's WrestleMania weekend, and we have predictions for, well, 2 out of 3 shows. Last week we did one of the shows, okay?
Yes, which we have to update a prediction for.
Yes, we do.
But we should do our intro first.
All right. Oh, hey. Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
Wow. Yeah. Totally forgot about that. Oops.
Yeah. So we need to add a prediction because we now do know who Bully Ray will be facing.
Yes. Who is that?
And that's Juice Robinson.
Juice Robinson,
United States champion.
Okay, all right. I like it. You're taking. Who are you taking?
When I read it, I texted you and said I'm taking Juice in the fight.
Okay.
So I'm taking Juice.
You like the juice. I see how it is. I'm gonna stick with my Bully Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just going to be. It's not going to be a pretty match. It's just going to be Bully Ray beating him up.
Oh, have you actually heard the news?
What news?
What's her name? Cannot think of her name at the moment. Formerly known as Emma, is no longer with Ring of Honor.
Tessa Blanchard?
No. She's with Impact.
Yeah.
I just can't think of her. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah.
We'll just say Emma.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, but yeah, she's been released from her Ring of Honor contract.
Well, there's a place where there's a budding women's division that will be coming up soon. Yes. I wonder if she'll be signing with them. WWE.
Exactly.
She's coming back.
No. Wait, what are you talking about? No. New Japan's starting a women's division. Didn't you hear?
No, actually, I didn't. They what?
No. Yeah, hopefully she will go to AEW because they could use more veterans of her caliber who've been on a bigger stage, what they're trying to do. In there. So I hope so. Well, since we're talking about age, should we talk about the future?
The fact that I predicted it last week?
Dude, you didn't predict the future. We knew it was going to happen.
Yes, predicted the future. Once again, I was able to see into the future. And just like when I said that Kenny Omega would sign with AEW, Jim Ross has now signed with AEW.
We all knew Kenny Omega was signing with AEW. You didn't see the future. And if you can see the future, how come I'm destroying you in the predictions this year?
Because I have to keep my cover up.
Sure. But one thing you didn't see is Justin Robertson signing with AEW as their ring announcer.
Yes. I think that's a wonderful get. It's a wonderful signing. I would like to see Jim Ross be the guy who introduces and kind of trains the next generation of great match announcers.
Yep, commentary as well as being used in the backstage area. His title is as advisor. What's his official title? Can you remember?
It's like supervising consultant.
Yeah, supervising consultant. Which is perfect for him because he's not gonna have that. I don't think he's gonna have that many responsibilities behind the scenes that he has to do. As a consultant, you are brought in to help consult on different things.
Right.
And that's exactly the perfect role for him with all of his years in the business. His role is talent relations in WWE and other roles he's had. So that's perfect for him. Justin Robinson coming in as a ring announcer is perfect because he has had a long-term friendship with Cody Rhodes. So yeah, this was a great hit for them. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what the sound in the future of AEW really is going to be.
Yep. Speaking of contracts, we do now know the future of the Usos.
Yes.
They have agreed a few weeks back to a new contract. As far as I've heard, they haven't signed the contracts, but they have agreed to the contracts.
This afternoon, I saw the news that they had signed it.
Okay, they have officially signed it.
Yep.
I have not seen that part yet. Because everything I've heard so far was they had agreed to new contracts. There's a difference between agreeing and actually signing a contract.
Yeah, I know.
But they have officially signed. So, Usos lose the tag team championship because they can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and the chance of Naomi doing anything to boost the Usos' chance of staying, gone. First one eliminated, Naomi.
Yeah.
But yeah, so which is fine. I mean, if they're gonna really use the Usos and they're gonna really push the tag division, I'm absolutely fine with it.
I can see the Usos being used as one of the pillars of the new tag division.
Yes. Interesting rumor that's going around.
Yeah.
For the pre-show. Not that we don't have enough pre-show matches.
Yeah.
There's a rumor to have one more pre-show match.
What's that?
The Revival defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against Zack Ryder and Hawkinson.
Why not put Zack and Mojo back together?
Well, no. And the rumor going around is not only will they defend the titles against them, that Hawkins' losing streak will come to an end by them winning the Raw Tag Team titles. No, I like it. Because you know why?
Why?
Because we predicted this.
Actually, we did.
It was a singles title that we predicted, but the idea was you pay off this losing streak with a big title win. Yes, it's the Raw Tag Team titles. It's a pre-show. It's still a great moment.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm fine with it if they do it. Personally, I think because Raw, WrestleMania. Wow, I cannot. This is gonna be a long week, Adam.
NXT 205 Live.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
NXT UK. Progress.
In your house.
Yeah. WrestleMania is so long, and even with the pre-show, I would rather have them do it on Raw.
Yeah. Same here.
The Raw after WrestleMania is still a big win, and it's still a big moment because there's so many people who tune in to see who's going to show up, how's the crowd going to react, what changes are going to be made. And so that's a big moment you could have and pay it off.
And I mean, this year it's going to be a New York crowd. Last couple of years, it was what, Orlando?
No, they always had the post Raw and SmackDown in the same city that they had WrestleMania.
Right.
So last year was New Orleans.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember the year before that.
I remember the year that it was Orlando. That was a very, very angry Raw crowd the next night.
Yeah, because that was the night that Reigns beat Undertaker.
Yeah. That was Reigns getting booed for 15 minutes.
Oh, dude, did you hear? Since we were talking about this before we get to our predictions, since we should get to them quickly. Did you see the piece that John Oliver did on the WWE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
there are parts that I totally agree with. Then there are other parts that I'm like, your information is a little old.
What parts did you disagree with?
The parts that I disagreed with were the blatant, basically the stabs that WWE does not care about their talent.
I get what you're saying there. But I think he's dead on. I think Triple H cares about the talent. I think there are people in the company, but he's dead on about Vince McMahon not caring about his talent.
Oh yeah. Vince himself, I mean, unless Vince knows that he can make money off from you,
yeah,
you're not really worth that much to him.
And I've actually never saw that clip before where he was confronted about how he could help to protect his athletes. And he got mad and slapped the paper, which was hilarious. But you know, there's definitely some good content, good points. Definitely well researched, regardless of what WWE says that they refuted each and every point on Oliver's piece. Of course you do. You know how to counter bad publicity, and you don't want bad publicity, especially on WrestleMania week.
Right.
And the reason why he did it this week, last week, was because WrestleMania is in New York, where he films.
Well, it's not just that. It's a big topic.
Yes. So it was a great timing piece. I do love the whole the chants that fans should do at WrestleMania, where we should chant make employees, healthcare, or I can't remember what the chants he came up with, but
there was a bunch of them, and I do chuckle at that. The sad part is WrestleMania is being held outdoors.
Yes.
So none of those chants will ever really be picked up unless the entire crowd is doing it at the same time.
Yeah. Or he's got some really vocal areas that have people who have booming voices.
Like,
they are mic'd. Even
the broadcast might catch a bunch of it because you can catch the ambient crowd noise with the stadium mics.
The stadium mics, because the crowds are mic'd, but yeah, but in an open arena, it just goes up.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
the performers are not going to hear it.
Yeah. So that's the whole point was not that the performers would hear it, just to get that on their broadcast, get that out there, so people can hear. And that was the point. I will also say this: brilliant use of footage from WWE when it comes to let's show you some more clips of Vince McMahon getting his ass kicked, and just constantly using that to break up a serious topic and a sad topic as it is, relating to wrestlers' deaths and all that.
One of the points that I do agree with is that with WWE locking down talent from being able to perform at any other show, at that moment you are calling, they're not contractors. They can't go and work any place at any time. That's what an independent contractor is. And I understand that, call them what they truly are. They're employees.
Yes, they are. So I completely 100% agree with that, because I've known for a while that they didn't meet the standards of independent contractors. CM Punk basically said, like, the non-complete clause or the independent contractor, if I wanted to go to the court of law, I could easily destroy that argument.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly what John Oliver does by pointing out they don't meet the IRS's standing of what an independent contractor is, because of these things. But one thing I also want to say, I love how he also quoted Punk about how he talked about a story, and he used a clip from the podcast with I cannot think of his
Colt Cabana?
Yeah, Colt Cabana's podcast. We talked about the Z-Pack up, and then to the point where he shit his pants on an episode of SmackDown. And John Oliver says, "We found that clip. We found that match. We're not going to show it to you, but this was the face he made when it happened." And then but here's the thing with Punk. He then posted on his Twitter, "Just shat my britches during SmackDown. Please retweet." And then after that aired, Punk retweeted that saying, "John, please retweet. I love this. Please retweet." And
oh my god, that's awesome.
And later in the thing, he kind of said, when he was talking about the whole like hashtags and like chants, he's like, and the one he closes out with, "Just shat my britches on SmackDown. Please retweet." Again, it's like.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
And to wrap this part up really quickly, and they did it as John Oliver does with all of his little twists at the end. He did like a little thing for wrestling fans on how to get them excited about wanting to help their wrestlers out by making a promo video for it. And at the end, it says a little disclaimer: there were definitely wrestlers harder than making this video. I was just like, yes. But WWE did not like this segment. Of course not.
What? No.
And apparently their producers reached out to John Oliver's producers and refuted every single point he said, because we already mentioned that, and invited John Oliver to WrestleMania to learn more about their company.
Well, there you go.
And if I was John Oliver, I would like, yes. And when they try to teach me about their company, like, oh no, I just wanted to come to WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck about what you're gonna tell me because I don't believe you.
I would like them to have in an interview have like Triple H on.
Oh yeah. It'll be interesting. I do hope this next week, Sunday night's episode, they will in the shorter stories that they have before the main piece of the episode, he will point out that WWE just moved their next Saudi Arabia show to June, just to July.
Yes.
So I hope he just kind of points that out.
I would like for him to do it while he's at WrestleMania.
Oh, that's good.
And he's like, all right, now I have to send it back to me in the studio.
Yeah. But yes, it was a good piece. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Adam, maybe you should, if you can find a clip, if it's still out there, because I heard that it was taken down at one point.
Of what?
The John Oliver clip segment was taken down, apparently. But if you can find it, maybe you should put the link down below.
Maybe I will.
I know it gives you more
if
work.
If I remember.
Yeah, exactly. This is Thursday. By the time you get to it, it's like, what was I supposed to link this to? Oh, that's right, that surprise video of Tim crapping his pants when he tried to fart.
There we go.
You better not put that up there,
right
bro.
up there.
You better not. All right. You have any other news?
I got one more signing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Van Dam has signed with Impact Wrestling.
That's right.
And he's facing off against the Lucha Brothers.
Tonight,
I think right about now.
Actually, tonight, they are doing a special pay-per-view, Lucha Underground, basically, versus Impact. So they have a bunch of matches. That's happening tonight. So, which is interesting because this is actually a good transition, because I surprised Adam before we got on recorded a little of that we're going to be doing the Wrestle League for WrestleMania over on Wrestle Talk. If you don't know what the Wrestle League is, if you're a patron of Wrestle Talk, you pay $5 a month to support them. You get to participate in Wrestle League, which is basically you do your predictions, and you can go against the cast of Luke, Laurie, and Ollie,
Yes.
I remember Ali's. But also there's other people who are participating in it. And so I decided to be a patron for $5.
Nice.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take our predictions from last week. Today we already went over the United We Stand card, and I'll put those in a little bit if I can, because the card is going on. It may not be. It may be too late to put those in. If I can, I will put those in. If not, I won't. Won't worry about it. But we will be putting our predictions that we agree on in, and any ones that we disagree on, I'm going to flip a coin. Unless there's one I absolutely disagree on and I know I'm right on, then I will pick my own. But as always, we always come up with a solution that definitely backs the other person's storyline of reason why they're gonna win. The person's gonna win. So I don't see it being an issue.
Okay. All right. That sounds pretty good.
Because, yeah, the question does come down to it. Can Adam retain? But here's the thing though. Tomorrow night, Adam, I could win the predictions championship again, only to drop it to you the next night. Only to you drop it back to me at WrestleMania.
It totally can happen. All right, you ready to get into these predictions?
Yes, I am, and I have both cards ready to go.
All right, let's start off with Friday night show, NXT TakeOver New York. We have 5 matches. Hopefully you don't take up an hour to do this.
I don't know. There's a few on here that are a little jing. But let's start with what card. We're not gonna go in this order, but what match out of the 5 cards do you think is gonna open the show?
Is gonna what? Open the show?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Because I can see 2 matches that open the show.
Yeah, same here.
The ones I can see opening it is the Women's Championship matchup, the Fatal 4-Way.
Okay.
Shayna Baszler defending against Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair and Kairi Sane. Which is rumored that there's a possibility that this could turn into a ladder match. Because on the NXT poster that was released this week, in the corner you guys actually see like Adam Cole and Ricochet, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano in one top part of the corner, and the women in the other. And on the same below, there's a random ladder in the shot. Not that one, not the one on Wikipedia.
Okay. I'm looking at that one going, nope, there's nothing there.
It's the official poster, like they released this week, and there's a ladder in there for some reason. Oh. So people are maybe predicting that this might be turned into a ladder match. It was not made official on NXT last night. I know because I watched the show for a change. It was a good show too. So I can see that opening the show.
Whatever.
I can also see Pete Dunne defending the NXT, well, the WWE UK. It should be called the NXT UK Championship, but then the WWE UK Championship against Walter as opening the show too, which everyone's predicting is going to steal the show.
Yeah, I can see it totally stealing the show.
See, here's what I think. I mean, I can see that them putting that one on first, and then having the NXT Championship match, because that match, in my opinion, can also steal the show. So
maybe, I don't know.
Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano, Mr. NXT himself. You're gonna question whether those two could steal the show?
I really think that they're just gonna phone this one in.
Really?
Really. Yeah. They know that everyone else is gonna outshine them. They're only gonna take a 10-minute match. It's gonna be, in, out, done. That way they can go on to doing like segments in the back.
So like Undisputed Era's gonna jump Johnny Gangaro, beat him down, start the match, get a quick pinfall by Adam Cole, maybe a quick by Johnny Gangaro to get a pinfall, but then a super kick dash, his finisher, pin. Adam Cole's the champion, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's be honest, all the matches on this card could technically steal the show.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I've never seen Walter, if you're gonna do it the German way, wrestle. But I've been told how brutal he is in the ring, and we've seen.
He is stiff.
And we've seen what Pete Dunne can do in the ring. So yeah, I'm expecting this to be a great matchup. I hope it doesn't go like an hour long like Pete Dunne's last pay-per-view defense at the NXT takeover, NXT UK takeover in January.
Yeah.
Because that will drain the crowd. But you could have.
All right. So where do we want to start?
So I'm just gonna go from number 5 all the way to number 1.
Okay.
This is basically I got from the Wikipedia. So number 5 is the NXT Women's Championship match.
Yes.
It's a fatal 4-way as of right now, possibly a ladder match, which doesn't really change anything. Shayna Baszler defending her championship against Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. Now, before we pick, the show ended last night with a one-on-one match between Bianca Belair and Kairi Sane, which was ended in a disqualification when Shayna Baszler came out with Jessamine Duke and I cannot remember the other ones off the top of my head. And attacked. Io Shirai came out, so the three, they all were playing. The whole women's locker room came out to pull them apart. Bianca Belair press slammed a woman over the ropes onto the crowd.
Oh, wow.
That was not to be outdone by Io Shirai. My pick. Moonsault onto the eye, knocking everyone down, grabbing the belt, and hugging it in the ring to a Kairi Sane standing by the apron, looking at her friend, clutching the belt.
Okay.
But I believe Io Shirai. I know I'm going against what they did at Wrestle Talk, where they think it's going to be Bianca Belair. I hope not. It's too soon. She can win the championship later on. She could easily win the championship later this year. Just not yet.
Okay.
Io Shirai is my pick.
This is a tough one. I don't enjoy, multi-person matches for the simple fact that my chances of getting it wrong get much higher.
You have a 1 in 4 chance of picking it correct.
You know what?
Side note, just so you know, there are strong rumors that Baszler's going up.
Okay. Which is why I'm grabbing you by the hand, buddy, and we're skipping down the path together on this one. Going with Io Shirai as well.
Yeah. I think it's good because what they could do with Bianca Belair, they could turn her heel at some point soon. And like at SummerSlam pay-per-view, she can drop the belt to Bianca. Or even if they do, it's not announced yet, but they do the typical June takeover that they normally do.
Yeah.
You can do it there, have her drop the belt to Bianca there. Then you can set up a Sky Pirates match for the NXT Women Tag Titles. And you could also bring Io Shirai back if you want to do another 2-time champion. Or better yet, Kairi Sane wins it from Bianca, and then we have a match between Io Shirai and Kairi Sane for the title.
Okay, that would be cool too.
Yeah, so with these one thing we get from NXT, we get a long title reigns. I want some briefer title reigns this year in the women's division. To really kind of have that belt bounce around a little bit, and then we can go into a longer title reign again. Because I think when you have these long title reigns, it's great, but then some people who could really use it and to have that belt and that win, it doesn't serve when you're only doing long title reigns. So having that bounce around, because you have 3 top talent that you can really use and have some interesting stories.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we agree. So our next up is the Velveteen Dream defending the North American Championship against Matt Riddle. Adam, what do you think?
All right. I think this is going to be truly Matt Riddle's first challenge.
Yes.
And honestly, I would like to see Matt actually have a falter in the step here.
Okay.
That Velveteen Dream has already outthought him in this match.
Because I know, like, one of the things I do like the point that they did with Wrestle Talks predictions. They're talking about you could still get like Riddle wins, but by DQ because someone attacks him. That can be his next feud to keep him away from the title run. And then you could either bump him up to the main event level or come back around to the North American Championship at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
I just something you would use in the roster that would be a good challenge for him. But I kind of want to see Matt Riddle win this belt. I love that Velveteen Dream won it, but I kind of want to see. You know what? Screw it. I'm going with Velveteen Dream.
We're agreeing on this one as well.
Yeah, I was gonna go Matt Riddle, but I think you're right. You kind of talked me into it.
Dream's already he's 5 moves ahead.
Now, and you don't even have to do the 5 move ahead thing, but just having him retain here and let him have that run with a belt, because what I'd like to see happen is Riddle Dream drops the belt eventually. Riddle picks the belt up from whoever he drops it to, and then Velveteen Dream takes the belt off of Adam Cole whenever he wins it, whether he wins it this weekend or a little bit later. And then Matt Riddle takes the belt off of Velveteen Dream, overcoming that loss to him for the NXT North American Championship, showing that he's
I like it
there. Or I'd love to see the reverse of that. Riddle wins. Velveteen Dream takes the NXT Championship off of Riddle. Had that mirror story there. By the way, these two. I think are gonna be a great matchup. I think this is the sleeper match right here.
Yes.
That could come out and it's like, whoa, no one was expecting that.
I always feel that way about Velveteen Dream's matches overall. You're like, this is the sleeper match. This is the match that I'm going to be talking about in 3 days, but this is not the match that I was immediately blown away by.
Because here's the thing, though, and here's the reason why his match is always a sleeper, is because we see other matchups on the card by more experienced people, and then Dream just comes out and goes like, he's always working with someone more experienced, and then it's like, okay, they're looking at these people for the match. Like, nope, I know what you do. We're gonna do it, and then you just get this phenomenal matchup. So, all right. So the next matchup on the card is for the NXT Championship. 2 out of 3 falls.
Yes.
Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, baby. Who do you have? I know who you're going with because his name is Adam.
Yeah. I am going with Adam Cole on this one. I'm looking at it. No, Adam Cole. I kind of like the idea that this is where Johnny has a moment where it's like, oh, I don't get to have that. Like he's going to going to go into this match thinking that, Goldie he's just going to hang on to Goldie for Ciampa. He's making sure Goldie's safe. But Adam Cole's just like, I don't see that at all. I just see my championship here. So just give me that.
Oh man, I saw the promo video last night for this feud because they didn't really focus on it for the episode. It was focused on the women's championship. It was the primary storyline they were talking about, which is great, which is fine. Great go home angle. Can Vince McMahon please learn from Triple H how to do a proper go home angle to a pay-per-view, please?
It's okay.
Okay. No one can see this, but Adam, let's throw in my pen. You just know it.
Just throwing pens now.
Just throwing pens. Because Triple H knows how to do a go home angle. Anyway, it's so brilliant. A war of words where like Johnny Gargano talks about how he's Mr. NXT, and then Adam Cole literally rips him to shreds. Like, really, Mr. Takeover. Mr. Takeover. Really? What have you done in the last year of takeovers that you won? And basically goes like, and then he goes down his line of victories. And it's just like, you're just like, oh my god. These two can go. Basically, we thought Tommaso and Johnny Gargano's promo work was brilliantly done. They're just like, they're going back to the old school. You say one thing, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and then the other one comes back with another way to do it. It's so well done. Again, which goes to show you that. Because I don't know how NXT Takeover or NXT Tapings productions, if they have their own actual full production when it comes to editing, or if it's some of the broader WWE. I think they have their own. Regardless, it just goes to show you that WWE knows how to put packages together to hype a fucking match.
Oh yeah, they do. They have a great production company for that.
If you want to know how to sell something, whether it be a pro wrestling match, a fight, or just a trailer for anything, dissect what they're doing in these things, and what the goal is, and what the story you're trying to tell, and you learn that, you can edit anything and make it exciting. Even if you have the crappiest footage on the planet, you can be engaged because it's cut so well. Okay.
Who's your pick?
I'm going against my grain here. Sorry, Adam, but we're agreeing.
Oh, come on!
I just because I shouldn't have watched Wrestle Talk's predictions because their thoughts behind it. I want Johnny Gargano to win. This is the match I hope I'm wrong on.
Okay.
Because I do definitely think he needs a title win here. They were saying like how he doesn't need it if it's not beating Tommaso. I disagree. This validates his entire NXT career, but without Tommaso, his reign doesn't need to be long. It can literally be until May or June, and he drops it. It can be like a Sami Zayn title loss. Sami didn't need a long title reign. Johnny Gargano won't need one without Tommaso. Him beating Tommaso champion and then going on to a long run is the story. That's the thing. He lost the NXT North American Championship very quickly. They lost the tag team championships very quickly. This is the one belt he would have a long reign with. But that's Tommaso. Without Tommaso, you can keep that story going alive, especially when he comes to the main roster and you have a picking ground. Oh, you've won championships, but you couldn't hold on to them.
You couldn't defend
them. You just you could not hold them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, the story that you could go with. But I definitely think Adam Cole's going to be the one they pull out. Because Undisputed Era, without any championships, and I do feel that this is going to be the year Undisputed is going to hold all the gold eventually. Yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
And this would be the perfect way to do it. And you can set up for next year's takeover at WrestleMania where they literally drop all their belts. And you have, and then they get called up to the main roster.
Yeah, I would like, right before they get called up, they drop everything.
Yep. So, all right. So I know so far we're agreeing. And I think this card we're gonna pretty much agree on everything.
I don't mind that, but at the same time, I would like to gain some ground on you.
I would like to win the championship because if we tie, you retain.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want you retaining. So, in one of these matches, I might just pick the opposite just so I can have a chance. Even though I know it'll be the stupidest thing to do. All right, so the next matchup is for the WWE UK Championship. Pete Dunne defends his over 700-day title reign against the new signee from Germany, Walter.
Yes.
Adam.
All right, Tim, who you got?
All right, Tim, who you got?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
I have Volta.
So do I. I think it's just... I mean, at this point, it's just...
he's just a beast of a person, and his chops, just the sound of them makes my legs wobbly.
Okay, I have to correct myself. Pete Dunne is not at 700 yet. He is closing in on 700. Right now, he's at 684 plus days.
Okay,
well, he's only making the 685.
Yes. And the reason why I'm going with Volter is because the rumor is that Pete Dunne's getting called to the main roster as well.
I'd like to
see that actually.
Yeah,
put him on SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
Have him work over there. I think his style would work best with that group of people.
Though there's rumors that the U.S. title and Intercontinental titles are going to be switching brands to shake up.
Okay.
And if Samoa Joe retains his title, he'd be going to Raw. And in that case, I want the Bruiserweight to go to Raw because I want to see a Samoa Joe Pete Dunne for the U.S. title.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to see that. But we'll wait and see. Okay, in the final match on the card, not of the night, because we all know the NXT Championship will close out the show. War Raiders, Hansen and Rowe will defend their tag team championships against the Dusty Classic winners, Aleister Black and Ricochet. I know who this is. I'm going with War Raiders.
I am as
well.
The
reason I'm going with War Raiders is because quite honestly, I don't expect to see Aleister Black and Ricochet holding on to those titles. If they did win, holding on to them for any length of time.
The rumors going around of this is that there's different repeating rumors. After WrestleMania, Black will be going to Raw, Ricochet going to SmackDown. I've also heard other rumors of switching it. And both are supposed to be getting an extreme push going forward. And one of the feuds that they're looking for Ricochet is a feud against Balor for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
There's also same kind of there's rumors that Aleister Black will be by the end of the year be in the main event scene. Because
I can see that.
Vince McMahon is apparently very high on Aleister Black's work lately. Like extremely like, he's not the normal look. He likes his look. He's different enough. He has that.
His work ethic.
And then seeing his work ethic, Vince is won over by him, and that would be a great feud to have if Rollins wins the Universal Championship. It'd be a great matchup to have.
Yeah.
On the line.
Yeah.
Also,
I can see him actually kind of filling the Dean Ambrose void.
Yes. Absolutely.
After April.
Yes. But yeah, I don't see that. I think it would be great if they won the tag team championships, went into WrestleMania, and won the SmackDown tag team championships as well.
That would be
awesome. It would blow my mind. It would actually. I would have a bigger pop for that than the Return of the Hardys. And I went crazy for the Return of the Hardys.
Because I forgot by the time that part in the show, I had forgotten about the rumors. And New Day sold the whole thing that they were putting themselves in the match so well, and then the Hardys are like, oh my god, I freaking forgot, and they came out and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, so definitely, that's our picks for NXT TakeOver, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know down in the comment section what you think of our picks. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? And give your own picks down there as well. Now let's go on to the 16-hour of WrestleMania.
Okay. So all 13, 15 matches that have been announced for this.
And there's like they were mentioned as a possible another match up for on the pre-show with the Raw tag titles. Possibly, we don't know for sure, but we do know John Cena will be making an appearance at WrestleMania, and the rumors have been it's for a match. So this would make 16 matches in total.
I think it'll be much like his Undertaker match. It'll be like a 3 to 4 minute match.
Yeah. Here's what I would love to see them do this just for the fuck people who don't watch the pre-show. Put John Cena's match on the pre-show.
Beautiful. That would be an amazing moment.
One, it gives. I mean, and I think I will do it too. He'd be like, no, the pre-show, because then if you start putting these a big star and have their match on the pre-show, you're gonna say, oh, you don't know who you're gonna want to. If you want to see a big time match, you have to watch the pre-show to watch that match. And you can elevate it. Now, is that gonna happen? Absolutely not. But it'd be great.
No.
Okay, so let's go over the pre-show cards. Matches, and then we'll pick. I'll say all 3 matches, and then we'll go in order of what I have. So we have the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy defending against Tony Nese, the WrestleMania's Women's Battle Royal, and the Andre the Battle Memorial Battle Royal. Those are the 3 matches that we know of so far for the pre-show. So let's start with the Battle Royals, because this is like almost impossible. We're just gonna pick Hank to win. If you get it right, it counts. If you get it wrong, it doesn't hurt you.
Right.
Because the chances are we're going to lose. Who's in these?
Yeah.
Let's find out if they actually even have it there. It doesn't have a list on Wikipedia. Let's see if I can. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we're just taking total stabs in the dark.
There's names released. The women's one is easy. It's Asuka. We know she's in there. So I'm going with Asuka.
Yep.
You gonna agree?
Okay. I'm not agreeing with you.
I'm not agreeing with you.
You're not.
No. And here's why. It's gonna be Nia Jax.
She's in the tag team matchup, you moron.
Shit. Okay. So she's getting taken out of that match.
Oh, we would only hope.
I forgot to write everyone down. I'm sorry.
But no,
no, the
wait.
so it'll
Who
probably.
would you rather have?
Let's see here.
I have a question. You need to answer this question first. Who would you rather have situation risk? Nia injuring the entire women's roster by being in the Battle Royal, or just a few of them?
You know, sometimes you have to go for broke. You just go right to the top, and you're like, everyone is at risk now.
Because wouldn't that be something if like next year Nia's in the Battle Royal and it comes out the next night, anyone she basically touched, she got injured.
Somebody has somebody's got like turf toe the next day.
Yeah. And like the headlines on
broken
the
fingers.
website are Nia Jax injures the entire women's roster locker room.
Yeah.
Immediate released.
Who else is in the women's tag match right now?
Carmella, Naomi. Basically, if you're a woman and you don't have a match and you're on the main roster, you're in that pre-show.
Well, yeah, I know.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm trying to think. Carmella, Dana Brooke.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with my pick then officially is Alicia
I
Fox.
don't think she's in there, honestly.
In the battle. Come on.
She's hasn't been announced at least. She could show up in it, but she hasn't been announced. So,
all right, I'm sticking with it.
Okay. For the men's battle royal, who do you think is gonna win?
I am going with Mojo Rawley.
Mojo Rawley. I'm gonna go with.
And here's the best part. It's once again going to be with the help of his best friend, Gronk.
I'm just going to go Jeff Hardy. I know he's in there.
Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't think of it, and I don't want to go look it up, so I don't give a fuck enough to do this. So.
Normally, I like to think of this being this is the spot for the mid-card guy that may or may not get a push towards a secondary title.
No, it's actually Cultaholic did a great job. No, was it Cultaholic or was it What Culture? One of the two did a great job of doing a segment on the winning the Andre Battle Royale means you will do nothing that year.
True.
So, all right, moving on to the Cruiserweight Champion.
That's why I'm predicting Mojo Rawley. Mojo's not going to do anything again.
But Buddy Murphy defending his Cruiserweight Champion against Tony Nese. Who do you think is going to win?
I have Buddy Murphy.
retaining.
You have Buddy Murphy retaining. Now, have you heard the rumor? Johnny Gargano might be going to 205 Live.
Yes.
Here's the thing. The last rumor that I heard about this matchup had Tony Nese winning the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh.
So I'm going with Tony Nese. And I actually think it's a good time to have him win it. Regardless if Johnny Gargano is going to 205 Live, which I hope he's not.
I really hope he's not.
This is a good point, a good timing for Tony Nese to someone else to have the belt. Buddy Murphy had a great title run. Alright, so the next matchup on the main card, though this matchup could be moved to the pre-show.
Currently,
this is booked the way that you want to.
Basically going off of Wikipedia. So this matchup could go to the main card, go to the pre-show. This is not that exciting a matchup. It's Brock defending his Universal Championship against Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean
this could get bumped right to the pre-show.
This could even
little 5-minute match.
Little 5-minute match.
because if Seth's winning, it's going on the pre-show. It's not gonna not to hurt Brock, 'cause no one's gonna watch it. If Brock's winning, it's gonna be on the main card. Who do you have, Adam?
I'm choosing Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. So am I. Though there's
For me, the biggest reason is the babyface pop for Seth the next night on Raw.
Yep. Like I said earlier in the show, there's so many running rumors to help Seth win so it doesn't hurt Brock. But here's the thing, if Seth wins without help, it doesn't hurt Brock. It just goes to show that Brock has gotten so far up his own ass on his hype that no one can beat him, that he made a mistake and Seth took advantage of it.
Much the same way
that Goldberg was able to take that advantage and just outdid him.
So that's what I think. And also, here's the thing. There's also talk about here's the thing. WWE may not want to do this, but having that Shield celebration as Ambrose is leaving on the main stage would be a great image to end that matchup. Seeing the Shield fist bump, Seth holding the Universal Championship, and then Seth Rollins gets beaten up by Roman Reigns, turning heel.
That'll happen
later.
But no, I think this would be a great. It would be the image there, but here's the thing. While everyone wants to say Seth's gonna win here because Brock's leaving for UFC, we're at the point where we've done this thing so many times. If Brock wins, we've seen it before. It's not anymore. And B, you just literally piss off the fucking fans, and you're just gonna make every single person at that arena can't wait for AEW to launch.
Yeah.
So
that in and of itself will drive fans further away.
It's time. Take the belt off Brock. You can build him up. Especially since if the rumor is he's going to SmackDown, he'll eventually be winning the WWE Championship. He's got to drop the belt at some point. Drop it himself, give him that win. Triple H is pushing for it. Which right there should just tell you, if Triple H is pushing for it, you should give it. You should just listen.
Yes.
Alright, so the next matchup on the card that I have, and we all know Vince really wants to put this one on the pre-show, is Ronda Rousey defending her Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte, who's also defending her SmackDown Women's Championship, versus Becky Lynch in a winner-takes-all matchup. Now let me make this very clear. This is the rules we wanted. Whoever wins gets both belts. This is none of that bullshit if Ronda pins Charlotte, she's a double champion. But if Becky pins Charlotte, she's only a one-brand champion. No. You win, you're the champion. You are the best women in WWE holding both belts. And I'm just going to put Becky Lynch down for us both.
Yeah, I'm just putting that right down.
For both of us right now as
because
well.
That's the image we want going off of WrestleMania. We want to see Becky holding those belts. And also, here's also another rumor is, the rumor is having Stone Cold come down and celebrate with Becky Lynch at the end, which would be an awesome image because Stone Cold has been a huge supporter of her Stone Cold-like personality.
Oh yeah.
And having him come down and celebrate with her and have that beer.
I mean,
she really has been like championed by people in the back and by former wrestlers for a long time
and
now.
DDP in an interview this week, I don't remember who it was. It might have been with ESPN, but I'm not sure. Has said she's the female version of Jake Roberts, where she can have a match with anyone, tear it up, look amazing, and even in defeat, make her opponent, no matter who's in that ring she's with, look awesome.
Yes.
So
Yes.
But unlike Jake the Snake, she can actually win championships. But yeah.
Hey, Jake didn't need to win championships.
No, it would have been nice to see him actually have won a belt, but yeah, he never really did. So, but yes, this is the closing image we want. We want Becky draped in gold, just as much as we want to see Villain Enterprises at the end of G1 Supercard, draped in gold.
Yes.
This is the final image we want as WrestleMania closes. The pyro goes off, the fireworks, Stone Cold music hits, he comes down, fans are going nuts, they cheer beer, Becky drinks her beer, holds up both belts. Basically a similar image to Daniel Bryan winning the championship at WrestleMania 30. We get that Becky payoff here. And do it that way. So should be the closing image we should have. Okay, so the next match on the card I have is Triple H versus Batista in a no-holds-barred match with Triple H's career on the line. Adam, I'm coming to you.
Drax
the Destroyer shall be destroying Triple H, the King of Kings.
Oh, you're going with Batista.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
This is
officially going to be Triple H's in-ring retirement match.
Even if he loses, they will come up with a way to get him back in that ring.
He's going to retire in the same way that like Mick Foley retired, and Ric Flair retired, and Hulk Hogan retired, and Shawn Michaels retired.
See, what I would like
He'll be back in about 3 months.
What I'd like to see happen here is, Batista wins his match. Triple H is retired. He has no matches for 2 years. 2 full years of no Triple H matches.
Okay.
And then you do an inline storyline where he has to feud with someone, an up-and-comer. But he can't wrestle. He just can't wrestle with that. And they actually bring Batista actually comes back and does the whole Stone Cold angle when Vince was forced to leave WWE in the Attitude Era. Austin put a thing that he can come back if he approves it. Batista comes back and says, I give you permission to go in there and kick that guy's ass. Reconciling the two as a way of reconciling all that.
Yeah.
And even like maybe Batista comes back for a surprise showing, like just to come a guest. He's just there, hyping up a movie or something like that, and the person who's Triple H is gonna fight attacks him, beats him up. And then you can have Triple H makes a save, and Triple H, Batista surprises everyone that you can go and kick his ass.
So
I have that 2-year span that you're giving works perfectly because that'll be around the time to start promoting Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Now has James Gunn as the director.
Yes. Welcome back, James.
Yes. Welcome back, James.
But James Gunn.
Welcome back, James.
Yes.
Welcome back, James.
So happy. Even though this is not a comic book or movie news, still welcome back.
We're still geeks.
There's
no one better to finish off that franchise trilogy than you. All right, Adam. The next matchup is going to be the highlight of WrestleMania, the match of the year, the match of the decade, and possibly the match of the century. Kurt Angle's last match facing versus Baron Corbin.
Do
we have to really write this
yes,
in?
Yes, we do. Because
Kurt Angle is losing because you always lose your final match.
The rumor going around is Kurt Angle is actually defeating Baron Corbin.
No. Just no.
By the way,
did you see how bad Kurt has looked over the past couple of weeks? It would hurt Corbin to lose to Kurt at this point.
Kurt's last match be with Baron Corbin is going to hurt Corbin.
I
really hope that this is a moment where John Cena shows up, beats up Baron Corbin, then decides, hey, Kurt, I'm going to have your retirement match. And then right at the end, just before he hits the final AA, he looks Kurt right in the eyes and goes, I'm sorry. I love you.
Yep.
Hits him with an AA and breaks Kurt's neck, killing him in the ring. Sorry. That got dark real fast.
Oh, to have him turn out to be Kurt selling the injury to come back 10 years later, still alive.
Yes, exactly.
Playing a zombie version of Kurt Angle in his new gimmick. And since his neck is already broken and he's dead, he can go as hard as he wants because he doesn't have to worry about it.
He's got no feeling anymore.
He's got no feeling
I'm
anymore.
going to put under you Baron-Cena, just in case Cena does show up for this matchup.
Yeah.
I'm going with Kurt. Regardless.
Okay, you're going with Angle.
Okay, you're going with Angle.
Yes.
All right. And who do you have? Well, what match is next, good sir? Oh, for crying out loud.
For some reason in my Express Excel sheet wants to turn the text to a link. I don't know fucking why.
Well, whatever. Just keep going.
Well, whatever. Just keep going. That's why I use pen and paper.
The next matchup on the card is Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. I am going with The Miz. It's just simple.
I am too.
I am too.
This is the spot.
I don't know if anyone else listening to this right now has noticed, but we kind of have the good guys are winning at WrestleMania feel.
Except for you. You have Baron Corbin getting a win.
Well, I mean,
it's actually John Cena winning, so it's still a good guy winning.
Until he turns, we get the John Cena turn. When he snaps Kurt's leg.
This is when John Cena. This is when he's turning heel.
We don't see him again for another like 2 years. And he comes back. Hey guys, I'm a babyface, but you killed Kurt.
Like,
you're a bad guy.
Semantics. And just kind of walks away.
There. And Zombie Kurt's like, He's trying to eat the reins so he can eat John Cena's brains. All right. The next matchup on the card, which actually I think is going to be a good matchup, despite who's in this match. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think this can be a good match. I don't think this is going to be a show stealer.
No, not really.
But I do think it's going to be a good match because we know Orton can go when he wants to, and I don't think AJ's going to be like, no, I'm not going to have a slow ass match with you. We can have some spots where you can beat me down and have slower moments, but no, we're not going like 15 minutes of you beating me up, being slow and ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just not.
Gonna happen.
Has Randy Orton winning this matchup?
Okay.
And there also rumors AJ is going to Raw, part of the shakeup.
You know what?
I wouldn't mind seeing an AJ that goes on a losing streak and just starts getting desperate. Because desperate heel version of AJ, I feel has always worked. Arrogant heel doesn't work for
one thing is that there's also a rumor that they're eventually going to turn AJ heel again. Which I'm fine with if they want to do that, but they should give him a year on Raw as a babyface because he was rarely a babyface on Raw. When he first came in, he turned heel against Roman Reigns, and then he moved to SmackDown. So let him actually have a good run as a babyface on Raw before turning him heel. But that could be a storyline that eventually gets him the heel, is he just can't win.
Yeah.
And one of the rumored matchups for AJ is when he moves to Raw is a U.S. title matchup against Samoa Joe.
See, that would be awesome.
You know who I would like to see him? You know who I would like to see him actually turn heel on? And you can actually have it be a double turn.
It'll be Roman Reigns. Reigns
over this time becomes super jealous of Seth. Becoming more and more heelish. Eventually does become heel. It's not a super long heel turn.
It's very targeted.
It's very targeted on Seth. And then AJ comes in. Babyface, desperate AJ comes in. And Rollins drops the belt to Reigns. AJ comes in. Defeats Reigns to get the championship, but turns heel during it. Everyone feels bad that Roman Reigns lost in what should be a legitimate. It was a definite spot where something went wrong.
Like AJ got
feet up on the ropes or something.
Yeah,
he's pulling the tights.
I don't like that, but that's just me. But who's your pick?
Puts Reigns in the
calf crusher and nearly breaks Reigns'
ankle. Who's your pick for AJ versus Randy Orton?
Oh, Orton.
Orton.
Yeah.
Once again, we're agreeing.
I know.
We have more two matches. We have 1, 2, 3.
3
so far.
3
total.
Total.
All right, so the next matchup is a matchup that may not even happen. Samoa Joe defending his U.S. title against Rey Mysterio. So for this one, just in case Rey Mysterio cannot wrestle and the match still goes on, they just put someone else in the match.
Yeah.
If you pick Rey, you're picking his replacement as well.
Right.
So that would be interesting. I think this would be a great payoff. If they don't do the Raw tag titles on SmackDown on the pre-show, have Hawkins sub in for Rey, and he gets his win and U.S. title win against Joe.
Okay. I was going towards
John Cena on this one. John Cena slides in. After he's already killed Kurt Angle earlier in the night.
He now slides in because
Rey's not able to compete.
Joe leaves the ring,
but John Cena drags him back in because he needs to get this win. He's not going to let Joe get retained by countout. Locks the STFU in and accidentally breaks Samoa Joe's neck as well.
That's 2 people tonight.
Wow.
We haven't even got to the main event yet.
I mean, I would love to see Cena flip in here if they're not going to put him into the Angle lineup, because that was the match I originally want. I wanted Samoa Joe versus John Cena U.S. title.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool match.
That's a pretty cool match.
But I think it would be kind of fun is backstage, like Rey can't wrestle, so they need a last minute replacement, and they literally just someone just shoves Kurt Hawkins outside. He gets halfway down the ramp before his music actually turns on. Zack Ryder comes out with him.
The cameras haven't even noticed him yet.
And he's just like, I'm going to get my first major loss at Wrestlemania. And then he stumbles through the match, getting his ass beat. And a simple stumble hit or something like that, he misses and rolls Joel up, gets a pinfall, wins the U.S. title, ending his losing streak and by winning a singles title. In the most blundering, bumbling way possible.
You are all on board for him.
That would be awesome. But All right, so who do you have?
I actually have Ray.
I actually have
That's
Ray
a good
winning.
find, 'cause I have Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
I see how it is.
I see how it is.
Giving me like 4 points.
Only giving me like 4 points to catch
Yeah.
up on this weekend.
All right. Bobby Lashley defending his Intercontinental Championship against Demon Finn Balor, who apparently did an awkward promo this past Raw. I didn't even watch it, but apparently he went like or something like that. That's what Wrestle Talk has been joking about, so I don't know. Like, I haven't seen it, but let's just make it very clear. Demon Finn Balor doesn't talk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
just talking in the ring. I don't know about you, but I'm going with Balor.
Balor? Alright.
Especially
Balor?
because there's a rumor that
Alright.
the match is going to be a very short matchup.
I
like the other rumor that it'll be Ricochet versus Finn for the Intercontinental
You're going
title.
with Balor too?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Alright, I'm just going to put Roman Reigns down for this next one for
Same here.
Yeah, same here.
But just so people know, this is Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I think it's almost obvious that Roman will win this matchup. And one of the rumors is backstage that Roman is winning, but he's been told, more like ordered, to make sure Drew McIntyre looks phenomenal in this matchup.
Roman is a very good in-ring
Roman
worker.
is a very good in-ring worker, and I think putting him in the ring with people who are better, much in the same way that
Yeah.
you did with John Cena.
You'll see him rise to the occasion.
You'll
There's
see
no
him
one better
rise to
put in
the
the ring to
occasion.
have flop around and look like he's getting his ass whipped, only to come back like a Superman and win as like Roman Reigns. But no, I definitely think this is gonna be the win will come out as a more gritty, because the rumor is going forward, Reigns is not going to be this John Cena duplicate. He's going to be treated more in that stage, which means he can be more aggressive.
Good.
And this would be a great way to start
Good.
showing that. But the aggressiveness will be put in by doing a more aggressive finish with Reigns. Actually helps McIntyre look better versus the normal Reigns coming back and just pinning him, hitting a spear out of nowhere and pinning him. No, having Reigns have to be more aggressive and like get angry like aggressive to put him down shows that McIntyre was such a challenge. His normal way of how he fights, nope, wasn't there. It also goes to show, and you can even I would like to see a payoff to the last year's WrestleMania where he took 7 F5s before he got put down. I don't want to see him take like 7 Claymores, but I want us to see McIntyre basically lay him out in ways that's like shows like, okay, this should be over, this is done,
Right.
and then he kicks out, kind of playing off. We still have that drive, that to kick out no matter what is still in him. But to finally get that win by a so-called superior opponent, he has to get nasty.
Right.
And we see, like, I want to see the Roman Reigns of the original Shield when he would come in out of nowhere in those triple threat matches and just spear someone through the barrier. Because the way he still does that every so often, but the way he did it as part of the Shield was that aggressive, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I'm putting you through a wall.
But I want to see him do that in the ring to McIntyre, like that hard, to put him down for the win. That shows that he's being more aggressive. It shows that he's not the same Roman Reigns, and that we're gonna be seeing something different from him. Alright, so the 10th matchup on the card, or the 13th, depending if you're counting the pre-show, because we're not sure if pre-show matches matter. Anyway, the Boston Hub Connection defending the newly made Women's Tag Team Championship against the Divas of Doom, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, versus the Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, and the Botch Fest of Nia Jax and Tamina. So, I should just put Botch Fest down for us?
No, I do not want to see.
I do not want to see Botch
I want
Fest
to see the
win
Iconics
this.
win this.
I would like to see the Iconics win.
I would like to see the Iconics win this.
I do feel
though that having
two
physically larger opponents. Okay. You know how we've always seen tag teams. You have the big tag team and the little tag teams. We have two little tag teams and two big tag teams in here.
I mean, I consider Beth Phoenix. And
I consider Beth Phoenix and Natalia to be on the. If they were men, you would look at them and go, "They're Triple H and
I would say I will
Batista."
give you Beth Phoenix. I don't see Natalia as a big on that scale. I just don't. But I know what you're going with.
Benoit.
I know what you're going with.
Yeah. Okay. Because of that, I don't feel that it's in the Iconics' favor to be able to get the championship.
If I was going to book the Iconics to win the belts here, I would have them get a sneaky win, a sneaky roll-up victory out of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay.
On like Natalia or Tamina, like they could come in out of nowhere thinking they're taking out, clear the ring of someone that Tamina's in there. They hit a big move, roll her up. They all the two of them pile on her. And Tamina could kick out, but it's just too late. They win. Okay. They're the champions. They roll out. Okay. They grab the belts. They're celebrating. Because I would like a heel win here because we have too many. We don't have enough heel wins. But I think they're going with Boston Bog and Hug Connection.
I feel also that
the other thing is Sasha and Bayley need to hold this title for a little longer.
Because
the belts still feel too brand new.
I would be fine at this point. If they put the belts on Iconics, this is the only way they can change the belt and change hands on the Iconics. Because then you could tell a story that this was Bayley and Sasha's dream to win these, and then these two came in and stole their dream. And you could build back up to a rematch of them trying to get them back, and just keep failing. And then you could have this they just can't win the belts back and you could pay off with when the Iconics drop the belts or something like that. Here's an idea: Bayley and Sasha heel turn, win the belts back off the baby faces who beat the Iconics. Just a thought. But it's gonna be Boston.
I am agreeing with you, Boston.
I am agreeing with you, Boston Hug Connection.
It's too early to pull that.
It's too early to pull that off from them right now.
For anyone else besides the Iconics, I think the Iconics it would not hurt them, especially if they're pinning someone else like Tamina, who's a nobody.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt the tag team. It doesn't hurt the belts because it's a sneaky win. It's a little surprise. The fans would be happy about this because there's a lot of NXT fans who would be happy to see them win the belts. But I agree. I think they're gonna hold on to for just for the prestige of having the first champions have a long run. All right, the next matchup on the card is
I do agree.
Daniel Bryan defending his WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston. Who are you going? I'm just gonna put Kofi down for us, right?
Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. This is the culmination of the path of the road that Kofi's been on since
he stepped in for an injured Mustafa.
Mustafa Ali.
I think you mean Ali.
Ali.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Ali.
I don't know this Mustafa Ali.
Still Mustafa Ali.
He's still Mustafa Ali.
Well, there is a chance he may get his full name back. I mean, what's his name? Cruz got his last name back.
Oh, Terry?
Not Terry Crews.
Oh, Terry? No, not Terry Crews.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo.
So maybe Mustafa Ali could get his first name back.
It would be great.
It would be great.
Yes, this is the payoff we want. I a Bryan title win here, a retain would be at the same time. They're literally telling the same story in a sense, in a different way, with Kofi Kingston that they told with Daniel at WrestleMania 30. This is what we want. You need to pay this off. I don't give a flying fuck if in the celebration Kofi Kingston gets destroyed by Big E, turning heel. Don't care. I would say that for like, if you're gonna do it immediately, save it for Raw, for SmackDown.
Yeah, save it for Raw.
Save it for Raw. Save it for Raw if you're gonna do that.
I would be okay if they still did that because we still got that Kofi win. But
yeah,
definitely Kofi needs to walk out.
Yeah, totally.
I don't care if, as long as if he has a reign of 2 months or longer, I'm happy with Kofi winning it and having a short reign. I don't think they're going to do that. If they put the belt on him, I think he'll make it to SummerSlam and then drop it to Brock Lesnar. Hopefully we're wrong on that and we'll get the Batista Brock match that's rumored. Because I'd rather have that match than... But, alright, in the final match of the night that we know of, the Usos defending their SmackDown Tag Championship against the well-established team of Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev.
Alright, I have the Usos.
Alright, I have the Usos.
They just signed that multi-year deal.
They're back, baby. They're retaining those champions.
They just signed, so they lost all leverage they had to why they should retain. This is going to be punishment for holding out. They're going to drop those belts, baby. Actually, I'm kind of... No, it's the Usos. So this is the match that if they're going to really pull a swerve, it'll be this match.
Oh yeah, this would be the match where there would be.
This would be the match where there would be a swerve and like Nakamura and Rusev walk out the champions.
But it doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't feel like that. I definitely do not think that Aleister Black and Ricochet are walking out champions.
Okay, so this doesn't count for anything. Adam, who is John Cena's opponent going to be if he's not inserted into a match that's already existing?
If he's not inserted into a match. John Cena versus. Crap, I have no idea.
Because
I would like to see somebody.
Because I would like to see somebody get called up for this match, though.
See, here's the rumor. You're almost dead on for what some of the rumors are possible. The rumor going on is that whoever John Cena faces, whether it's Kurt Angle or if he's into his own matchup, he wins the match, and then he's immediately attacked and destroyed by Lars Sullivan.
Right.
So, in that case, I want him to have his... If they're going to go with that frame, I want Cena to have his own match. A quick little match where he defeats the person. Maybe interrupting Elias.
Of course, everyone is interrupting Elias.
And then gets into a match with Elias.
He did that last year, actually.
He did that last year, actually.
There's a rumor of another legend who will interrupt Elias this year at WrestleMania. And he just so happens to be going in the Hall of Fame and is known for his guitar.
Bret Hart.
Yes!
Bret Hart.
The Honky Tonk Man.
And The Rock.
And The Rock.
But the rumor is that the Honky Tonk Man will interrupt Elias and break his guitar over Elias. I'm okay with that. But so the rumor is that John Cena will have a match and then Lars Sullivan will destroy him afterwards. But who knows? Only time will tell.
Dude,
One last thing that was Usos.
one last thing.
Yes,
That was Usos you were predicting, right?
One last thing.
Okay. One last thing, because I just brought it up, and the match is official. Revival versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Are you standing by your Kurt Hawkins prediction? Okay.
And
I'm running out of time for the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to such a long show. Let us know down in the comment section your thoughts on our Wrestlemania predictions. And on your way down there, be sure to give us a thumbs up. You can clearly like listening to me. I know it sucks that you have to listen to Adam too, but give us a thumbs up anyway. While you're there, be sure to hit subscribe.
Oh, you're mean.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
And what's the
ding
catchphrase? Oh, get bent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go down in the comments. Other than that,
That's right,
Adam,
ladies and gentlemen, remember.
your face can go get bent.
Oh, that's just mean, dude. That's mean.